Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It's the Ruthless Report. I'm your host, Lethal Lee, aka the Ruthless One, and we got a banger of a card this weekend. It's going down UFC 271, Adesanya versus Whittaker at the Toyota Center in Houston. It's going to be a great card. So we're just going to hop right into it, guys. We're starting off on the prelims, okay? So first fight on the prelims, we got a guy by the name of William Knight taking on Max Gresham. So, if you don't know William Knight, he's pretty freaking explosive. This guy's got dynamite in both hands. I mean, if you guys see his workouts on Instagram, they're absolutely crazy. I think he's a clean athlete, but I could definitely see why so many people think he's on, using PEDs because his physique is just crazy. I mean, this guy is built like a brick shithouse. Anyways, his last fight, he had a win over Alonzo Menfield. I thought he was going to be able to stop Menfield and get him out of there. He dropped him a numerous amount of times, but credit to Menfield, he stood in there, and thus William Knight got the decision victory. He's taking on a man named Max Gresham, who's got a wealth of experience. His last fight was a loss to Dustin Jacoby, and I really think this is a big level up for William Knight in his competition. This guy has so many fights, Mr. Gresham does, and William Knight only has 13 fights in his career. So he's going up against a guy, I think, who has over 30 fights. And it's going to be, like I said, a big step up in competition. I do think they're trying to propel Mr. Knight into kind of a contendership picture here. And as well they should. I mean, this guy's got, like I said, dynamite. He's explosive. And, a real ruthless prediction. I'm going to say William Knight by TKO finish in the very first round. Don't miss it. So next up, we got a flyweight scrap. Really, really big fight in the division. Alex Perez, who we all know his last fight lost to the champion as of not too long ago, with Figueiredo getting that victory over Moreno in their third fight matchup. So Perez has only lost to Figgy as of recently in 2020. So he's had a long layoff, almost 2 years now. And he's taking on a very, very dangerous, hence the nickname Danger, Matt Schnell, whose last fight also lost in a unanimous decision. So both guys, right there in the title contendership picture, both guys in a humongous opportunity for themselves. And I'm really, really looking forward to the flyweight matchup. I'm not going to make a real raw ruthless prediction for this one. I'm just going to let both men kind of scrap it out and then go from there. Then later on the card, we have the Happy Warrior, Roxanne Modafferi. She's been doing a damn thing since I can remember, since I've started listening and training mixed martial arts. So her last fight was a loss in unanimous decision, and she'll be taking on Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill, I'm very, very hot prospect. She's 24 years old, 8-0. Her last fight coming off of a TKO win over Shevchenko. Not Valentina, but her sister. And Casey O'Neill, I mean, what can I say? She's a hot prospect, 24 years of age, 8-0. Sky's the limit. She's taking on a crafty veteran in Roxanne Modafferi. Not gonna lie, Modafferi's game isn't the best. I mean, if you go look at her record, you'll see that. And I think Casey O'Neill is going to walk all over her. I think Casey O'Neill is going to pretty much dismantle her from the beginning bell. If it goes, I don't think it's going to decision. I'm going to say Casey O'Neill TKO stoppage in the first 3 minutes. That's my real raw ruthless prediction for that one, because O'Neill's young, hungry lion, and this is a young man's, young woman's game. So got to give it to O'Neill. And then we got the man who defies Father Time. The guy's been doing it since before I was born. You know what I mean? The guy's named Andrei Arlovsky. And you can see why. I mean, the guy's almost 40 years old, and he's still winning fights. This guy's still getting dubs in the UFC. I mean, it's freaking amazing that this guy has been around this long and he's still kicking ass. You know what I mean? So credit to Arlovsky. He's super fun to watch. You know what you're getting with him. Just a big bruiser with great technique on the feet, great boxing, good kicks. I mean, he's an all-around great martial artist. And damn, just to be doing it this long is I gotta tip my cap to him, because that is insane. This guy. His last fight, he coming off a unanimous decision victory. He'll be taking on Jared Vendera, whose last fight he got TKO'd in a loss. So pretty interesting for Vendera. I believe Vandera is little bit younger. Let's check that. He's 12-6. He does have a very long reach of 80-inch reach. I can't get his age right here. UFC doesn't give me that, so I might have to go to Sherdog. But anyways, he's taking on Andrei Arlovsky, a freaking veteran. I mean, this guy's 32-20, a lot of losses, over 50 fights. I mean, but he's just a dangerous guy. This is a former UFC heavyweight champion. I mean, you know what I mean? This guy was a champion when I was a freaking probably in my dad's ball sack. You know what I'm saying? This guy has been around for so long. So I'm going to have to go with Vanderaa, probably unpopular prediction here, but he's younger, way less miles on him. He does have 6 losses on his record. So we know he can lose. His last fight was a loss. Arlovsky's last fight was a win, but I'm going to go with Father Time here and err on the side of caution with Arlovsky being really, really old in terms of MMA mileage. So Vanderaa, I'm going to say a decision victory for you, my friend. So go ahead and live it up. Then we got the main card kicking off with Bobby Green taking on Nasrat Haqparast. So Bobby Green's last fight was an amazing, stunning performance, KO victory over Ally Quinta. He was dancing in there, sticking and moving, hands down, just so cat-like in there, ready to react, ready to counter. It was freaking electric to watch. Got the KO victory. Credit to him. He'll be taking on Nasrat Haqparast, whose last fight was a war against Hooker. Hooker pretty convincingly dominated the decision victory. And I think this is going to be a big bounce back fight for Nasrat Haqparast. I think Nasrat Haqparast is going to KO Bobby Green in the second round. He's a young man. He's a young lion. Bobby Green is a little bit older, grizzled vet. A lot of miles on him. And I just think, like I said, this is a young man's game, young lion's game. And I think Haqparast is looking to bounce back in a big way with a nasty KO in the second round. That's a raw prediction for you. Moving on, we got Kyler the Matrix Phillips. Fun fact about Kyler is I know him personally a little bit. I took a video of him at the lab. I used to train at the lab 2017, 18, 19, 20, and really nice guy, super athletic, super dynamic in his skill set. This guy's black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a freaking masterclass on the feet. He's always bouncing around, sticking and moving, great counters. His last fight was a split decision loss. I thought he won against Julian Paiva, who his teammate Sugar Sean O'Malley just knocked out, and it was a great performance. But anyways, I thought Kyler Phillips won that fight, at least a draw. Again, he did lose in a split decision. He'll be taking on Marcelo Rojo, whose last fight lost to Jordan in a TKO, Charles Jordan, that is. So I think this is, like I said, kind of with the last fight of Haqparast looking to bounce back. This is a big fight for Kyler Phillips to bounce back. I think he's going to do it in a big way. I think he's going to starch Marcelo Rojo in either the first or the second round. Definitely a KO, definitely a submission, definitely a stoppage victory. I don't think this is going the distance. I think Phillips is here to make a statement and bring Rojo into the Matrix, baby. He's gonna dance on him. He's gonna dazzle him with some pizzazz, and then finish the job. And I really think it's going to be a great comeback victory for him. So looking forward to that. Jared, the Killer Gorilla Cannonier, will be taking on Derek Brunson. Cannonier, I also know personally, great guy. He taught me a lot, and I'm really looking forward to him shining come Saturday night tomorrow at the Toyota Center in Houston. It's going to be a great fight for him. He's got a tough customer by the name of Derek Brunson, and it's going to be a great fight. We're going to see who's who right now. This is a huge, massive fight in the middleweight division, guys. I mean, I can't emphasize it enough. Whoever wins this fight is coming for the belt, coming for the two men fighting above them in the main event of this card. I mean, this is going to be an absolute full action-packed fight between these two guys. I don't know who to pick. I'm going to lean towards Killer Gorilla because he's just a freak, man. I mean, this guy, I've seen him in person. I've seen him up close. He is a specimen. I mean, he's powerful. He's got bricks for hands. He's got freaking steel baseball bats for legs. He's coming to kill. And he's taken on a very, very crafty veteran, a very, very tough customer in Derek Brunson, whose last fight was a win over Darren Till in a submission. Killer Gorilla coming over that nice win over Kelvin Gastelum in his last outing. So it's going to be a super awesome fight. I'm going to lead towards my boy Killer Gorilla getting the victory in TKO stoppage in the third round. That's my real raw ruthless prediction for this one here. He's going to have to avoid the wrestling from Brunson. He's going to have to keep it on the feet. And when Brunson chooses to grapple with him, he's going to have to time a nice knee, a nice uppercut. And obviously, I'm not discrediting his wrestling. I know he can wrestle. The guy's a great martial artist, but that's Brunson's game. Brunson likes to get you in the scrambles, get you in the exchanges, and that's where he really shines, I think. So I think a good thing for Jared Cannonier to do would just be outstrike him, man, just to land those bombs and put him out. So that's my real raw, ruthless prediction. Third round TKO stoppage for the Killer Gorilla. Moving on, in a co-main event of the evening, we got guys taking shoeies out of the shoe. Tai Tuivasa, he's coming with the crew. This guy's a killer. This guy's entertaining. And his last fight was a sick knockout over Sakai. It was electric in the arena. Oh my God. That was on the same card as Sugar Sean O'Malley fight. Man, it was electric. I can't emphasize it enough. This guy's a fan favorite for a reason. He's coming in, big bruiser type, not looking to win on points, baby. We're looking for the KOs. We're looking for the fun fan favorite type of fight, and that's what he brings. And he's taken on, what can I say? The knockout king. It's in his hometown of Houston. Derek Lewis. This guy is a wrecking machine. And I cannot wait to see what happens. It's a huge fight for the heavyweight division. We got a guy in, like I said, Tuivasa, who's ranked, I believe, number 9, taking on the number 3 contender, D-Lou, who we all know just lost to Gon. No shame in that. Gon just contended for the belt. But this is a great comeback fight for D-Lou. And I do got to make a real prediction here. This is my real raw ruthless prediction. I think D-Lou's coming back, and he's coming back in a big way, baby. It's Houston, Texas, the Toyota Center. D-Lou's coming back with the KO. He's the KO king for a reason. I love Tai Tuivasa. Anything can happen. Both these men are going to be swinging, and I just think D-Lou's going to connect first. And that's really what is the master of this equation is who pulls the trigger first, who connects first. I think it's D-Lou. It's Houston, his hometown. What are we talking about, baby? D-Lou. That's a real raw ruthless prediction for you. KO in the first round. D-Lou, mark it down. And then, are you kidding me? We got the creme de la creme, baby. We got the diamond, baby. We got Izzy Stylebender Adesanya. I know I said it right. Adesanya taking on Bobby Knuckles, a.k.a. the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Wow, what a rematch this is. The first outing, Izzy dominated. Izzy was able to pick Robert Whittaker's chin. I'm sorry. I'm just so pumped. In the first outing, Izzy looked great. Dropped Whittaker in the first round and then finished him off in the second. However, Whittaker, very, very smart, intelligent guy. He went back to the drawing board. He put 3 wins together. He's looking phenomenal. He's blitzing in. He's wrestling. He's got it all. But can he figure out the equation of the Stylebender? This we will see tomorrow night, Saturday, Toyota Center, Houston, February 12th. It's going down live on pay-per-view, UFC 271, baby. So get your popcorn ready before the matchups. Someone's getting knocked out. It's going to be amazing. And if I got to keep it real, if I got to keep it ruthless, and then we always keep it raw, my prediction for this one, that belt ain't going nowhere, man. I'm rocking with Izzy. I think he's just so crafty on the feet. He uses his size and his reach advantage so well. He's a former professional kickboxer, world champion. What else can I say about the guy? The guy dips and dives and dodges like no one else I've ever seen. And that is the only thing I think that could get him in trouble is he's so elusive. Sometimes he leaves his legs there for a takedown, for a leg kick. He likes to lean back with that nice left hook or that nice right hook or uppercut in the pocket while his opposition leans in and blitzes in with a nice technique. He'll just lean back right out of the way, exposing his legs, and offering, a leg kick or a single leg or a double leg entry for his opponent. So I know Whittaker is going to be looking at that. I know Whittaker is going to be trying to juke him out in there, trying to dance on him as well. So it's very, very interesting, this fight. But I got to rock with Izzy based on the first performance. It does a lot to somebody when you do knock them out. That being said, I think it's going to be a way better fight. Now Robert knows what he needs to do, and now Izzy's going to have to kind of play the game a little bit, when to shoot his techniques, when to sit back, and it's going to be a very, very nice chess match of martial arts here. I think it's going to go all 5 this time, I believe. I think it's going to go to decision, and I think Adesanya is going to be I think he's going to win 3 out of the 5 rounds. I'm just going to keep it real. I think it's going to be super competitive, and that's going to be my prediction. Adesanya by decision victory in a freaking amazing war of a title fight. What else can I say? UFC 271, February 12th, Toyota Center, Houston. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be amazing. Grab the popcorn before the fights start and kick your feet up and enjoy the night, baby. So this has been your real, raw, and ruthless report. And I am your boy, the Ruthless One, a.k.a. Lethal Lee, reporting. Have a great day.